Hey everybody, it is Jeremy here. And today we are totally going to be looking at a new deck type for fun. I haven't done one of these in a long while. I'm just going to do a deck list one for this first one. And we're going to be looking at an old deck I used to play right here. It was Oz Thunder Dragon. I played this so long ago, I can't even think of how long it's been. But we're going to edit it right here on the video. So, we'll let you there. That was weird. Alright, so first off, we are going to take off a few cards here. So we're going to take these Sphere Cradles out. We're going to take this Fusion Sage out. We are going to take Third Eye out, Mirror Law, and we're going to take both of these enemy controllers out. So, we're going to keep the Fusion. We are going to, okay, so we're going to keep the Thunder Dragons, the Dust Kangaroos, we're going to take the Bazoo out, keep the big Koala in, keep the Defusion, and keep all three Polymerizations, and then the extra deck we're going to keep both Master of Oz's and both Twin-Headed Thunder Dragons. So what we're going to do here is now we're going to, this is kind of a more expensive deck, sorry. For anybody looking for a budget deck, this does not, but I can tell you that there's better fusion decks out there, such as Dark Paladin. But we're going to add in 2 more King of the Swamps. So it goes to 3. Okay, so next we are going to go look at a few other cards. We probably should run some board control in this deck, because this deck mainly makes you want to get those Master of Oz on board and face roll your opponent. So we have a couple options here. We have Floodgate, Mirror Wall. I mean, if you want to go way back, we can run Nichiziri, Wall of Disruption, and Draining Shield is another option. I mean, there's plenty of cards here that we could run in this. There's other cards we could run in the spells. We could run those enemy controllers again if we wanted to. But the thing with Econ is that there's so many things now that can just negate spell cards in the meta, such as Horus, and there's even Silent Magicians still roaming around pretty often, because there's also a combo deck of Horus and Silent Magician, which just shuts down all spell cards. So your Polymerizations and Defusion could also essentially be useless. So we're not going to run Fusion Gate in this deck. This deck can be used for anything that you want to use it for. You can use it for autos, you can use it for just quick, low rank duels if you have the budget for the more expensive cards, like the 3 King of the Swamps. Because I believe they come out of 200 pack set boxes, so a little more difficult to get those. I apologize for that. So we will pull up what I think is going to be good in this deck is Mirror Wall. This is another expensive card. We will run 3 of those. I am really apologetic about how expensive this little deck will be. I'm returning to this series, and I figured I'd start off with something quick that I've done before, and that we are going to probably go through a few other ones and update them. But these are just for fun. Don't take them serious. Don't be like, oh, they're so expensive. No, just look at it and be like, oh, what can I use with my budget? There's plenty of cards you can use over King of Swamp, such as Third Eye, Mystical Sheep, or 2 I believe it is, as fusion support, not supports, but fusion subs. And there's plenty of cards that you can replace in this. Like, everybody should have an Econ by now. It's so easy to get, and they practically give them to you. Econ's good to run in this. You can use Security Orb. You can go farm Dimension Gates. They can work pretty well. On certain situations, that is. There also can be Sphere Cradles if you get one. You can run Last Sublight Tribute. Sometimes that's I mean, there's cards. You just gotta look at your cards. I mean, I didn't mean to put 3 wall disruptions in here because I will be running a Windstorm in place of one of them. Windstorm's another great card that you basically get for free as long as you level up. I think it's Mai. And yeah, I mean, a lot of these cards people look at and they're like, oh, they're useless in the meta. Well, they are useless in some ways in the meta, but some ways you can take your opponent by surprise and use them. So, I just wanted to look at this and put this together and talk a little bit about this. We're going to obviously change the skill. I'm playing this on Jaden. I'm changing it to Fusion Time. So, basically what counters this deck is cards that control against spell cards. So, I never play Diffusion on the field. I always have it in my hand. It's a quick effect. So I'll just play it down if I need to, just to avoid my opponent stopping it for some reason with like a not magic gem, but like let's say they're targeting my monster with, I don't know, Floodgate or something like that. I can defuse it, and I'm not sure if one of them flips down or not. One of them should, but I don't know what. But it may not. Sorry if I'm wrong on that. Sorry if I'm right on that. But there's other ways you can make this deck pretty much on a budget. There's a bunch of different fusion cards you can look at. We'll just pull up fusion monsters over here. You can play Dark Paladin. What I like to do with Dark Paladin is I like matching it with Buster Blade or the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman. Counters a lot of those Red Eyes decks, regular Red Eyes decks, not Zombie, and it counters a lot of those Blue Eyes decks because they don't understand that, oh, that's what this deck is. I'm going to be doing a lot of budget type decks in the future. Just this first one isn't going to be that. So you saw what the deck looked like before. That was kind of its second transition. This is kind of its third transition of what the deck will look like. I think you could play probably another Desk Koala in here instead of like one of these trap cards. Like you could be like, oh. Another good skill with this is balance. I don't know if I have balance. I don't think you can get balance on Jaden. No, you can't. But I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with this. So I'm gonna save this. And what I like to use this deck for is being that I put it on people I am leveling up. Jaden is a bad example. So I will go here and I will copy this deck real quick over to somebody else. So we'll go copy. This is also how you copy decks if you don't know. Click that. Sorry if this is a little laggy, but I don't know what's going on with the PC version. It's just being laggy today, well this afternoon. And then you just click the deck you want to copy. So I'll copy this deck. A lot of skills can work with this. You can use Beat Down, Balance, Restart, any of the fusion skills. You can use Aroma Strategy. Yeah, there's just a bunch you can use with it. You can use Restart, like I said. You can use Mind Scan. So what we'll do is we'll put it on Mokuba. Yeah, we'll just put it on Mokuba. We'll copy to this deck slot, and then we'll save this deck. Sorry for my neighbors if you heard that door slam. So Mokuba's not gonna really have anything because he's pretty low level for me still. For skills, but you can start with like, I don't know, you can do Heavy Starter. It would be okay. I'm not gonna set a skill on him, but this deck does pretty well in auto. It's not always gonna win, so I just use it on regular duelists. I totally just realized I'm still on Jaden because I didn't switch my character. So we'll change the series to Yu-Gi-Oh! We'll go over to Mokuba, and we'll do an auto battle. Just real quick here. the AI usually uses this deck pretty well. My favorite skill though with this deck would be balance. I recommend playing balance because it kind of equals out. Usually there's a polymerization in your hand or even a King of Swamp. So why you don't run Fusion Sage, I mean unless you have Fusion Sage and you don't have anything else to use, I would recommend using King of the Swamp only because it can be used as a fusion substitute and it can go search for a polymerization. So right there you see Master Vaz is there, and yeah, I mean Death Kangaroo isn't the best attacker because it's the only 4-star lower you use, but this is just a fusion deck. So you don't really use those attackers most of the time. And then, yeah, I mean, it works out pretty well. I was hoping that actually went bad for me, so I could show you why it doesn't work sometimes. Like I said, my Mokuba is pretty low on level wise, and I've been trying to level them up a little bit. But we'll play another auto real quick. You can use this in PvP, but it won't be super effective because of Horus and Silent Magician. There's probably a few other cards that deal with it pretty well, that just cancel out all your options. But yeah, I figured I'd take a look back at some of my older videos and see what I can do to improve some of the old deck techs for fun. So after this video is done, I will probably end it. Death Kangaroo can be good with the mirror wall because it's when it destroys something that attacks it, or something attacks it with less defense than it does, and they take damage, it destroys that monster. Like if it blocks it, like I'll pull up the deck and I'll go through every card almost, not all of them though. This is just like a low return deck tech for fun, looking at this deck, and we will probably look at a few other decks I select, and there will be new deck techs too. So, Death Kangaroo. If the attack of a monster that attacks this card is lower than the defense of this card, destroy the attacking monster. Damage calculations applied normally. So what you do is, like, let's say they play Dark Blade, and you cut it in half with Mirror Wall, with Death Kangaroo and defense face down. They attack into it, the Dark Blade is destroyed, they take the damage, and their board is empty. Like if this is turn 2 or something. But usually, balance is really good for this deck, and yeah, I mean that's just the deck tech for fun to look at. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I'm going to keep doing them again, I think. So, I hope you all enjoyed. Remember, this is deck tech for fun, not seriously. Have a good one.